As you know, I love to recommend sleeping on your back as the optimal sleeping position because in my book, it offers so many advantages. But again and again, people write to me saying they couldn't do it or they ask me how to do it. And I want to answer all those questions. I'm Roland Liebscher Bracht, and I'm going to give you a detailed manual on how to sleep on your back within 2 to 3 weeks at the most. Why do I recommend this position on your back? Simply because it eliminates your back pain or reduces it and other kinds of pain as well. If you want to know more about this, please click up here for a wonderful educational video. Just watch it and you'll know everything there is to know. And now, let's start with the how-to. If you should sleep on your back, you're among those who love to start their night with their head on a big pillow. By all means, start it that way. This is not about switching from comfortable to absolutely uncomfortable. That's too much of a leap. So, start with sliding a pillow under your head thick enough so you still feel comfortable lying on your back, and then you wait a few days and reduce the thickness of the pillow, making it flatter up to the point where it disappears. Now that might take up to 2 to 4 weeks, but you'll notice if you get to that point gradually, it is so much easier to get used to it. Next problem that might pop up, if the muscles in your front are constricted or shortened due to too much sitting, your hip flexors are way too short, and the moment you lie on your back and want to stretch out your legs, you'll feel a pain in your back and you automatically move into the side position. Don't do that. Lie down and carefully, slowly lower your legs. Check out at which point you can feel a stretching pain starting in your back. Stop when you are at a very slight stretch, a stretch that still feels comfortable, that is still pleasant enough to allow you to fall asleep, and secure this position with a towel. Roll it up to give you the height you need and the right softness. And then you lie on your back, slide it under the back of your knees, and when you think it's okay, then you just go to sleep. And then after a certain period of time, a week, 2 or 3, you flatten the towel a bit. Roll it tighter or take a smaller towel. I'm sure you'll find a way. Until you're at the point where your legs lie flat on the mattress and you don't feel any stretch at all. And now a word to the mattress. Very frequent topic. Which mattress is the best for me? We, in particular for the back position, recommend a rather firm mattress that allows you to stretch out your body in a straight line. And, of course, you can't go out and buy a new and slightly firmer mattress every other week, but buy a mattress that is firm enough and seems to be hard to imagine for you to lie on. But then you go and buy a topper. They come in various degrees of firmness and thickness, from thin to up to 5 to 6 centimeters. That allows you to lie in a straight line. But in places where your bones make contact, where it might be more uncomfortable, you still have more options to cushion that a bit. And then switch to thinner and softer toppers until you can sleep directly on the mattress without the toppers. Let me tell you, people who are used to sleeping on firm mattresses never want to go back again. The switch from a soft mattress, the worst are water beds, to a firm mattress takes some time, but it is really worth it. Now, let's talk about snoring. Many people say they simply couldn't sleep on their back because they wouldn't want to bother their partners in bed. Well, how to deal with snoring? Snoring has 2 causes. Number 1, tensions in the neck-throat area. Well, it's rather easy to relax these tensions by stretching your neck and the lateral part of your neck to get rid of all that tension in there. You can find the relevant videos up here. Another factor in this is not being able to breathe through your nose. And being able to do that is so important because the biology of your body is set up in a way that allows you to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through it. And only in cases of physical exertion, running and such things, you could use your mouth. But other than that, you should breathe only through your nose. There is a very important medical backstory to that. And the moment your nose is congested, you start snoring. Because when you stop breathing through your nose, your mouth has to open, and that leads to snoring. When your mouth is closed, because you're breathing through your nose anyway, then snoring is impossible. That's the easiest thing you have to consider. Relax everything up there and make sure to have the right diet. I have to bring up nutrition as a topic since the issue is not only biomechanical, but also your diet. It plays a big role in keeping your nose free. In particular, dairy products. Everything with cow milk leads to congestion of your nose with mucus. It gets clogged up. And that again makes it harder to breathe through it. And then your mouth opens automatically. And that is, besides the snoring in the back position, really unhealthy, breathing through your mouth all the time. What people often say is that the back position gives them acid reflux, heartburn, that is. That's why they can't sleep on their backs and need their heads propped up. And that takes us back to our earlier example of starting with a thick pillow, which over time you slim down. But listen, your heartburn almost always comes from your breathing muscle, your diaphragm, being tensed up. And these tensions put the closing mechanism of your stomach out of order. And when you lie flat on your back, the acid might flow out easier than when you're standing, thanks to gravity. So, relax your diaphragm. How do you do that? Well, check out the video up here with lots of exercises and ways to find the points to press on to release pressure so your diaphragm relaxes, and with a day, your heartburn is going to be reduced or gone for good. It's a very simple thing to do. And now the most important points to understand what all this is about. To realize for you, personally, it is so much better to sleep on your back as often as you can and not on your side. Your stomach? On the stomach's not bad either, but the back position is the best. And as soon as you have been convinced of this, then take this conviction to bed with you. Lie on your back. At some point, you might wake up in the middle of the night, or you can't even fall asleep to begin with. And if that is the case, roll on your stomach or take a position in between. Prepare yourself for this and get closer to the back position. And when you're tired enough, you'll fall asleep. After 3 days at the latest, it won't be a problem anymore. And then you might wake up, find yourself in a side position. Why? Because we sit all day and the body goes the way of least resistance. It, during the night, falls back into an avoidance position. Don't get stressed out. Don't get aggravated. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just say, okay, I'll roll on my back and fall asleep again. Every time you wake up and find yourself not on your back or on your stomach, but on your side, roll on your back again and continue to sleep without giving yourself a hard time. And you'll see that after 2 weeks of that, it'll come naturally, automatically. It's the same with me. I wake up in the middle of the night too, in another position, but I'm not really aware of it since I'm still half asleep. It's a strange in-between state. And then I roll on my back again, straighten myself, and go back to sleep. It's just a matter of habit. And on a final note, a special tip. We do something we call spine alignment. That means you lie on your back, you tuck your chin in, tuck your belly button in, straighten your back, stretch out your legs, and then mentally put yourself in a straight line. And if you do this exercise before you fall asleep, by the end of the exercise, you'll be asleep already and everything goes as planned. The topic of sleeping on your back is such a big issue and so important for so many people since they can use their sleep to get rid of pain. That's huge. You won't have to do exercises during the day. You simply sleep like that and you get a lot of work done before you know it. Everybody should know this, so please share this video with everybody you know, old and young, heavyset or thin, man or woman. It doesn't matter. Share this video. You're doing something good, sharing your knowledge with others. And if you should be interested in knowing what I do for my health beyond these exercises, then please click up here. Could be interesting. Bye, and see you soon.